Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Namaskar, Jain Sahab.
I am Vijay Jain from London.
Good evening.
Joining
Good
your
evening.
seminar for the first time. One of the
Welcome,
very old
welcome.
member. Thank you.
Good evening. This is Hajira.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Welcome, sir. Hajra, sir.
Thank you.
Welcome, Haja sir. Thank you so much.
Good evening. Good evening.
Haza sir, pranam.
Good evening. Hi, Vivek. How are you?
Thank you.
एक काम करना परेशा सांगो कि
Hello.
यार ये तो चल
Morning, everyone. Not good morning. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good evening.
Hi, hi. Dhani bhai, how are you?
Hi, fine,
Good
sir.
evening.
Good afternoon, Ganiji. Welcome.
Hello, hello. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
So your Apna SCI was very nice.
अरे अपना ऐसे है, yes sir. कुछ भी बोलो अपना ऐसे है ना sir. It is a very
Absolutely.
heartfelt statement. Sir. अपना ऐसे है.
Absolutely.
Sir, how many years you were in SCI, sir? Sir, more than 30 years, sir.
I what? About 4 months short of 40 years.
Oh, 40. Tremendous.
I joined SCI at the age of 20 years and 4 months.
Oh. Okay.
As an apprentice.
No, as not apprentice, as management trainee level basically. I was from Indian Institute of Management, Calcutta.
Okay.
As an executive, I may have been one of the youngest, not only in SCI, in the entire public sector system.
That's a great. But we did not know all these things. When you are revealing now, we are coming to know.
What is it?
We did not know that. You are the
No, you
youngest.
did not know that, is it? Okay.
Youngest
Yeah.
executive member.
Because you see, in the public sector system, you have to be either a CA or a computer professional or MBA. Because as engineer, you normally don't join as executive. We join as engineer training or something. So very, very few, if at all, anyone pass CA or MBA or computer MCA at the age of 20, which I did. So that's how I became one of the youngest.
Great. Congratulations. Though little late, but must congratulate you.
I retired only 7 years, little over 7 years.
Yeah, that's
So
why I
not too
said.
late.
Okay.
आसरा जी नमस्कार, आप रिटायर कहाँ हुए हैं?
Oh, Joshi. Good evening, ma'am.
Anyway, once again, heartiest congratulations.
Thank you, but you
You
can't.
are really making us proud.
But you can't say you have
You are
retired.
really making us proud.
Thank you, thank you.
No, I am not retired. Yes, I agree with you.
See, the day you feel you are not able to contribute is the day you've retired. But you are still active in the industry and you are contributing.
Thank you very much for your kind words.
Joshi madam, welcome.
Thank you,
And
Ji.
congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yes, getting the award.
Asra,
Congratulations, ma'am. Congratulations, ma'am.
very high esteem.
That's my good fortune and God's blessings.
And you see, I carry SCI on my shoulder with me everywhere. So that's the
I
type
know.
of loyalty and belonging I have.
I have to remind you
Yes.
that you have defaulted in one promise.
I haven't defaulted. I'm waiting to meet.
Yeah, no, that second colored tie which you promised to give me, SCI tie, that has still not reached me.
That's what I'm saying.
When you saw me with the blue tie, you said you will be also presenting me that yellow tie, but that hasn't reached me.
Your tie and your t-shirt are both in safe custody, waiting to meet you in person.
Okay, good. Looking forward to it. And Manmohan ji, Captain Sagi, I saw you. Why didn't you mention that you are from SCI? Why didn't you mention SCI? I was very disappointed.
I'm very much part of it, sir. That goes without saying.
No, but you didn't mention. You should have mentioned that.
No, that was a slip.
Wherever I get any opportunity, I always say I belong to SCI.
There is no doubt in that. We are all very proud of that fact, sir.
Captain Sethi, namaskar. And ये कभी भी आपसे है. Once an SCIN, you've got to be always an SCIN. First loyalty to SCI.
I always hold, madam, that in the balance sheet of SCI, the contribution of all those who have learned from SCI and contributed to the Indian maritime industry, their contribution should also be counted. Not only the profit and loss should be reflected. So, and if you take that into account, really, there is virtually, if you see all the V-shapes, volumes, Anglo-Eastern, the SCI stamp is there all over. And I don't think we would have been anywhere near what we are today if not for the Shipping Corporation of India. Thank you very much, madam. And thank you very much, Hajra sir, for reminding us of that fact.
You are most welcome.
Since our chief guest is here, sir. Bhatia sir.
Hi.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Bhatia ji. Good afternoon, Hajra here.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Thank you. You can hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
we can hear.
Welcome, sir. Yes, sir.
Just finished. I thought I was retired, but we just finished a meeting with the minister on water transport.
Bhatia ji, we were just talking that we don't retire. Some people never retire.
Good people should never retire.
No, by mistake, I said I had retired 7 years back. So Mrs. Joshi immediately jumped on that, saying that you have definitely not retired.
No, the society needs people, sir. Society needs contributors.
Has Mr. Amitabh Kumar joined?
I just spoke to him just 5 minutes. He's already joined in, but he has to come to that computer. He's just coming.
Okay.
No, I'm already here. I was listening to you people.
Oh, okay.
Welcome, sir. Welcome.
Quietly.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hajira here. Welcome.
So that's typical of a tax officer listening behind the scene. That's not good.
No more. No more.
No more.
PM has made us faceless, so I have removed my face from here.
Correct.
What about Mr. Sethi? Is here?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's here.
Yeah.
He's
He,
there.
will come. He was with me in that the other meeting just now. He should be joining anytime.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening,
You can see
Gavin.
Captain Gill. Captain Gill, welcome.
Captain J.S. Gill, sir. Welcome.
Gil sir, welcome.
From
Hajira
Delhi.
here. Welcome.
Purohit, sir, and Captain Jha, with your permission, can we start?
Yes, go ahead.
Please, sir, go ahead.
Thank you. May I have the do's and don'ts slide?
Right away, sir.
So friends, welcome to this program of Felicitation of Mr. Sanjay Bhatia. Just a few points as a reminder. I know this is not a lecture, so it's not really a question answer session which we are going to have. But just to let you know, the moderator will mute your mics so that the background does not disturb others. To ask questions, if any, you can type the question in the chat mode, and moderator will note down the questions. And please put a question mark at the end of the statement so that we know it's a question. If you have any connectivity problem, you can contact, just send a chat and we will be able to help you. Thank you. So with that, let us begin this program. And at the outset, I would like to invite Captain B.K. Jha, the Master, Company of Masterminds of India, to address the gathering. Captain B.K. Jha.
Thank you very much, Costa. Good evening to everybody.
Good evening.
Am I loud and clear?
Yeah.
Loud and clear.
Okay. Respected Sri Sanjay Bhatia ji, ex-chairman, Mumbai Port Trust, Mr. Sanjay Sethi, chairman of Mumbai Port Trust, Sri Gautam Day, business head, Mumbai Port Trust, Sri Amitabh ji, Director General of Shipping, Mrs. H. Joshi, Chairman, Managing Director of Shipping Corporation of India, other speakers, friends from CMI and IMEI. I, on behalf of Company of Mastermind of India, delighted to welcome you all to Mr. Sanjay Bhatia ji Felicitation function. It is an honor and great pleasure for me to initiate this function. Sir, CMMI is a professional body with more than 350 members, having branches all over India and overseas. I'm sure we all recognize, respect, and appreciate the valuable contribution you have made to shipping fraternity. Mr. Bhatia, as the chairman of Mumbai Port Trust, worked in tandem with Director General of Shipping for crew change in Mumbai Port area. We are thankful to you, sir. Many of us may not be knowing that Mr. Bhatia was selected in 1977 to become a marine engineer, that time known as DMET, but he left soon to pursue his career in Indian Administrative Services. As the chairman of Mumbai Port Trust, he initiated beautification of Mumbai Port, Eastern Waterfront, ropeway from Mumbai to Elephanta, and encouraged welcoming domestic and international cruise liner. He and his team started new RoPax terminal facility at the ferry wharf. During COVID-19, which is still going on, outbreak, Mr. Bhatia and Mumbai Port Trust team set up what is known as COVID Ashram, close to Port Trust headquarters at Ballard Pier. We appreciate for the great work you have done for Mumbai Port Trust and ship's crew. In fact, I know you are the guru of the meditation also. You conduct some classes, you teach the meditation. I've just heard of, I hope I'll get the opportunity to learn something from you. CMI and IMEI have joined hands together to recognize your initiative and felicitate you today. Thanks for accepting our token of appreciation. Thanks to all of you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Costa, you can take over.
I would now request Mr. Uday Purohit, the president of IMEI, to please address all of us.
Namaskar, everybody. Good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this felicitation ceremony. I think Captain Jha has given everybody a brief background of what Mr. Sanjay Bhatia has done for the marine fraternity in the recent past. I would just like to say that Sanjay Bhatia and I were batchmates for a brief period in DMET 77-81. So he was there for the first few months. So I'm, Sanjay, since this is an informal session, I'm going to take the liberty of addressing a batchmate as Sanjay and not as Mr. Sanjay Bhatia. So Sanjay, over the years, the entire batch has followed you, followed your career with great pride, with a sense of satisfaction as a batchmate. Personally, I've seen the outstanding work that you've done at the sales tax department. It used to be the most difficult department to deal with till you took over, digitized the whole thing. Sales tax became a completely faceless organization, so smooth and simple to deal with. So that was the first time we realized that Sanjay is going to really impact whatever he does later at CIDCO, and of course at MBPT. Your passion for the cruise industry, I think that's going to give a big impetus to India as a destination for tourism in the future. I've had the privilege of understanding your plans, seeing what you've done. So I'm going to wish you a happy short retirement. I understand that you're waiting for orders for your next assignment post MBPT. So short, sweet, happy retirement till you are back in the saddle again, Sanjay. Once again, very proud of you, very extremely gratified to have you as a batchmate. And one thing that all of us can learn from is Sanjay's humility. So approachable, down to earth. Good luck, Sanjay.
Thank you, Mr. Uday Purohit. You have set the stage for this felicitation function. Thanks a lot. So today what we have is, we have a blank slate to begin with, and we have certain people who are close to Shri Sanjay Bhatia and who are going to tell us about his achievements and his vision, what he has had in this so many years. So let us start with Captain Vivek Bandarker. Vivek, a sailing master and a renowned publisher. He heads the well-known Bandarker Publications. Bandarker Publications have a partnership with various international maritime firms in the UK and elsewhere. The Samudra Manthan Award, the most coveted award in the Indian maritime industry, has been instituted by him. A forward-looking and visionary person with his highly positive thinking, he feels the Indian maritime industry has a tremendous potential, and the days are not too far when it will be a center stage of the global marine economy. Understanding the marine and logistics industry for information updates and knowledge about the Indian and global maritime sector, is his forte. Captain Vivek Bandarker has been associated with Sri Sanjay Bhatia ji and has watched him, I would say, watched him very closely, watched his progress, his vision for the over past 5 years. So with that, I would request Captain Vivek Bandarker to come on the stage.
Thank you very much, Kastub. That was pretty good explanation about my achievements. But today I'm so happy and I'm honored to get the opportunity to introduce to the friends of the industry on a tall bureaucrat's achievements during his tenure, his achievements and contribution of serving the nation. It will be difficult to cover all his achievements in his career, as there are many. He has received so many awards and so many accolades. As Mumbai Port Trust Chairman, he has the new initiative of developing the sea transport services and sea tourism services on the eastern waterfront as a tourism capital of the country. Renowned cruise lines like Costa has started calling Mumbai Port as a home port, traveling to Cochin, Mangalore, Maldives, Colombo, Goa. Jalesh Cruises, an Indian company, has started international and domestic cruise operations from Mumbai. Fully owned Indian ship Angria has started cruise operations from Mumbai to Goa. From 48 cruise lines calling in 2017-18, the ships calling in 2019-20 as 230. That's an exponential growth. This is a leading major value addition to the Indian economy. He has conceptualized the Indian high-tech city along the eastern waterfront of Mumbai, developing a high-tech city of an area of 253 hectares. As a part of the overall master plan, port land along the eastern waterfront of Mumbai, the site is located at Cotton Green, Haji, and Hebandar area. The entire city is proposed to be developed as a high-tech sustainable infrastructure such as roads, water supply, sewerage, power supply, communication on smart infrastructure platforms. The system will manage the traffic and transportation, including parking. As a chairman of IPA, Indian Port Association, preparation of guidelines for floating storage and gas regasification unit, he set up an inter-organization dispute redressal mechanism, finalized the new wages for all major ports after negotiations with the Federation of Port Unions, started in implementation of ERP in 5 major ports, taken up upgradation of community systems to navigation, national logistics portal for exporters and importers, prepared draft ports bill 2018 and major port authority bill, prepared 42 centers of excellence in IPA. Besides, Mr. Bhatia is passionate guru for propagation of meditation and popularized it amongst all port employees and users by holding regular training sessions. During COVID-19, he established dedicated COVID-19 hospital and set up COVID-19 ashram at Mumbai Port Trust, bringing comfort and easy medical assistance to approximately 1 lakh past and present employees and their dependents. He was instrumental in assisting crew reliefs by passenger lines, making arrangements for them. It meant moving so many agencies to coordinate for a seamless operation. One of the memorable incidents etched in my career when I went to invite him for the coveted Samudramanthan Award. He was gracious to immediately accept and asked me to use this opportunity to promote facility of cruise terminal. His entire team galvanized in support for the event as if it was their own. This shows his dedication to promote government initiatives. Its resounding success will remain in minds of all present. It is because of visionaries of caliber of Sanjay Bhatia ji. We had more than 6,000 children from 55 schools for the Samudra Kshitij exhibition who visited the cruise terminal in 2 years. We wish him all the success and good health in his future assignments. It will be our desire to see him associated with shipping and ports. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Captain Bandarkar. Indeed, the cruise industry has seen a big change during his year. And of course, Samudra Kshitij was another, I would say, a landmark project, which has really given a good exposure to to the general public about the shipping. And I hope we have many such more events. Coming up, we have Shri Gautam Day. Gautam sir, are you there? Welcome. Shri Gautam Day is currently in charge of business development of Mumbai Port. With 35 years of experience behind him of the functioning of the port, including port planning, port operations, commercials, business development, strategy planning, project development, you name it. Sir, we are honored to have you here today. And being so close to Sanjay ji, can you tell us a few things about Sri Sanjay Bhatia?
Thank you, Captain Pradhan. A very warm good evening to all the respected organizers, panelist speakers, and participants. I had indeed a privilege to work very closely with, I used to call him him Sir, now we call him with Mr. Bhatia also, so that everybody knows who I'm talking about. So all three, the 4 years and 4 years and 3 months, the first day, in fact, he joined the, he started serving the maritime trade much before he became the chairman of the Mumbai Port Trust. If you all recall, in 2016, there was Maritime India Summit, a mammoth event, and just about, it was to begin on 14th April, and perhaps maybe 10, 15 days or 20 days before, things were running all helter-skelter. I was the point man here in Mumbai Port, and Neeraj, Deputy Chairman Mumbai JNPT Port, was the point man at JNPT to organize this mammoth function. And we were at sea. And the whole event was being directed from New Delhi with FICCI, with CII and whatnot, all the big names. But things were just in shambles. Here comes Mr. Bhatia on the first day, before his appointment as a formal chairman, but only by his in Delhi. So he picks up the thread from his breakfast table, literally. On the first day, he invited me at his home and started taking the brief on the breakfast at his home. And then that day, there was a press conference, which was to be addressed by Mr. Gadkari at Taj Lands End. So in the car, Mr. Bhatia took the briefing and spoken to about 10 to 12 various DMC commissioners, additional chief secretaries, MIDC, then police commissioners, everybody. And within 2 hours, all of them were at the Goregaon venue. And there was a huge meeting going on. And Mr. Bhatia, from that moment, plunged headlong. I must say that it is a baptism by fire, because at that event, there, all the constituents of maritime trade were there. And Mr. Bhatia, as a chief organizer of that event, had to really, from the pin to the highest project, he had to conceptualize, talk, organize, and install. And it was opened by the, as you know, by the Prime Minister of India. So the level was such high. In fact, 2-3 days before the event, the VVIP's cards were not issued yet by the FICCI and CII who were interested in the job. So Mr. Bhatia himself, when we were sorting it out, he came and he started sorting the cards with us. So that is the level of commitment to the work at the least of the level. I really worked very hard. Now, everybody talked about cruise shipping, and it's really indeed what was hovering around 40 ships all through the year for last 15 years in Mumbai Port. Today in Mumbai Port, it is more than 225 with 2 homegrown cruise companies, which is a matter of pride with the push Mr. Bhatia has given here in Delhi and every forum. We had 3 ships home ported in Mumbai Port, which is a big achievement. But when Mr. Bhatia came, you may be amazed to know that Costa, when they wanted to come, they were told, you can't come because they are going to going to occupy the berth for more than 24 hours. Mr. Bhatia said, why this? And in the first stroke, he removed that limitation. And that is how the Costa ship was home ported in Mumbai. And that was really a seed. But before that, I must again share with you the vision and the mission of the man, like the zeal and the energy with which he brought this cruise shipping up. So there was a ship called Genting Dream that was to come in late September 2016. And they wanted to take about 1,000 passengers on board with all check-in facilities, with luggage, and such a large number of passengers never boarded from Mumbai, at least check-in from Mumbai. And terminal was not in a shape to accept this. Moreover, our CISF commandant was very, very adamant that no, I will not take these passengers inside the dock without their baggages and this thing. So Mr. Bhatia worked out various issues where we can have them boarded. Lastly, I suggested, sir, we can use Mumbai Port Trust garage as a check-in terminal. And you will not believe that Mr. Bhatia immediately came down, saw this entire thing about there's a space for some 60, 70 cars. He told, yes, we can clean it up, make it nice. And that terminal, within a span of 1 month, it really, it became a seed for India. So what we say that the businesses grow from garages is not untrue. In respect of cruise shipping, you will see the business really began from a garage in Mumbai port. And now today, it's a moment of pride that Mr. Bhatia is leaving such a huge footprint behind. Apart from the growth in the cruise shipping, the largest cruise terminal costing about 500 crore rupees, which was unthinkable about a year ago or 1.5 years ago, is in making in Mumbai Port Trust. So it talks tons and tons about the man, his vision, and his execution skill at every level. People also spoke about seafarers. In fact, a lot of work on seafarers exchange in Mumbai port, more than 12,000 we did in a span of less than 30 days, to be precise, in 24 days. And ship started sending some 2,000, 3,000 like that numbers, and all big cruise liners. But before that, we had one ship called Manila Discovery, and only with 145 passengers, the requirement was to, after the COVID test, they were to be put in the approved hotels where they could awaiting till they await their positive result or negative, they would be housed there. So Mr. Bhatia ensured that we as the port not only see what is happening in the Mumbai port and what operations we carry out here with PHO, customs, immigration, CISF, every other agency, but also beyond the port. That means we had to understand that which are the hotels. There were 6 hotels they were taken. Some of the hotels, the staff ran away, thinking that these are all coming from foreign country Indians and they are carrying corona. So hotels started refusing those fellows. Then even there was a vigilante group. They stopped the buses from taking in Andheri, Marol. So Mr. Bhatia told us, you talk to the police, you talk to the BMC, you talk to the collector, but ensure that all of them are housed in the hotel. Not only hotel, but when they were to go out to their places, because Mr. Bhatia apprehended that they will be stopped in various places at check naka, at check post, and those were the harsh lockdown days. So he asked us to constitute a team who will be there, and the team worked all through the night, because at Vashi somebody stopped at Wada, somebody stopped at Gujarat port, Gujarat post. So all that thing kept happening. And then the real push, the big numbers again came up because the cruise ships, they said that 1,000 passengers and 2,000 crew to take it on the hotel, to take them in the hotel is very difficult to get some. And there is a problem that they might catch corona there. So then what is the plan? Plan is that the cruise ship in Mumbai port will stay as a hotel and their test will be done on board. So the idea, when told to Mr. Bhatia told, chitti banao, DO banao mera, For everything, there was something called a DO banao. And to any authority, every authority, he will ask us to write, and he will get the work done with a phone call and a DO letter. These are the two hallmarks of Mr. Bhatia. So he worked out, and then he spoke to, I think, DG Shipping. Immediately, second day, the order came that yes, the crew can stay on board till they are declared negative. So with that, it became possible to bring this 11,000 crew. Otherwise, it was just logistically impossible. And it was dangerous also, because that time city was at its high and Corona could have been caught by any of these poor seafarers. So like that, there are many things, and people also talked about, there are many things. Of course, I know I have only 5 minutes to speak to. I think probably I may have jumped it also. So I will just conclude it with this thing that Mr. Bhatia was an invisible hand behind many things. There are a lot of things which are not known in public domain. So therefore, I highlighted a few of them. But he was like an invisible hand. We knew we have to take it to Mr. Bhatia, and Mr. Bhatia will make one phone call and one DO. These are the two hallmark that immediately he will talk to anybody. In fact, during this lockdown period, POSCO had difficulty to carry their about 1 lakh ton steel from Mumbai port to their plant in Mangaon. They tried level best at every level. Nobody allowed them. When I just spoke to Mr. Bhatia, sir, this is what is happening. He said, find out who is the collector there, find out who is the divisional commissioner there, find out who is this. 2-3 names we have given them. He spoke to them. He spoke to some Mr. Jalota, who is additional chief secretary. And next day, the whole thing started moving to the plant, which was not allowed by the authorities for over a month. And 1 lakh tons of steel was pending in our this thing. Another case I'll tell you, on a mega, Mr. Bhatia is the member of at least 30 WhatsApp group, of which 10 are actively the operation oriented. So you can understand that what level of messages are passed through those groups. Mr. Bhatia has been reading and acting on them. I'll give you one example. Somebody posted in this thing that one exporter, Maruti cars, that he's some car carriers with some 15-20 cars are stuck in Gujarat on way to Mumbai. They are stuck at Gujarat. Gujarat police is not leaving. I told Mr. Bhatia, sir, ऐसा हो रहा है. ठीक है, कहाँ पे बताओ मुझे. And next moment, he phoned somebody there, chief secretary or somebody, and half an hour, the whole thing was that the police of Gujarat was calling up, ये यहाँ से लेके जाओ. So that was the level of sir's involvement, even at the minutest level. There are a lot of things to talk about, of course. I know that there are time limitations, so I'll stop at that. Thank you, sir. You have been inspiration, and of course, also caused a lot of motivation to all our people. And first thing is that Mr. Bhatia broke the hierarchy in the port. The HOD, the deputy HOD, the executive engineer, the last of the officers could go to Mr. Bhatia fearlessly and tell him, sir, this is the possible solution. So that's a great thing. Thank you for listening me. Thank you.
Mr. Gautam Dey, sir, thank you very much. Well, we never would have known about the COVID arrangements, about the Costa Cruise liners and the steel handling during the COVID times. These are the things which are never written anywhere. So thanks for highlighting the achievements, I would say.
If you give me 1 minute, sir, I interject you for 1 minute.
Yeah, please.
Now that COVID thing you told, we got 1 lakh pensioners and family members. Mr. Bhatia made a group, dedicated officers group in the port, that all of these family members would be called. They will be told that what are the precautions, packages they have to observe so that they don't catch corona first. Second thing, if they catch corona, don't worry, ambulance will come to their home to pick them up from their home to the Bombay Port Hospital. Now you tell me, in this time when people are not getting ambulances, here is the man who ensures that ambulance reaches to the people's home to bring them to the hospital in Mumbai Port Trust. So the compassion and this thing is unmatched. Thank you, sir. I'm finished.
That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Coming up, we have Srimati H.K. Joshi. Well, who doesn't know her? The first woman CMD of SCI. Earlier, she joined SCI in the year 2015 as a director of finance and was also appointed as the CFO of the company. MBA in financial management and is a recipient of several awards and accolades, closely associated with and a well-wisher of CMMI. Madam, we are honored to have you here with us again. We request you to speak a few words about Sanjay Bhatia ji.
Chief guest of today's function, Shri Sanjay Bhatia ji, Director General of Shipping, Shri Amitabh Kumar ji, and I can't see Mr. Sanjay Sethi, but I presume he's also there. Respected Chairman of MVPT and JNPT. My association with Shri Sanjay Bhatia ji is my misfortune was very short. What little I've come to know about this amazing gentleman just made me feel that I wish I had more time. Either I should have joined the maritime sector earlier, or probably have been a civil servant to be able to have been associated with such a great person. Frankly speaking, my association with Shri Sanjay Bhatia ji started during the Maritime India Summit, which was in April 2016. Shri Sanjay Bhatia ji, as you all know, as Mr. Dev, most of the things which I'm going to talk about I'm going to pick up the strings from where Mr. Gautam Dale left them. So I was still new because 2015 I had joined SCI, and 2016 was this Maritime India Summit, which was the first maiden summit, and it was a big thing, big concept. And like Mr. Gautam Dey said, a lot of things were in quite a mess. And Sanjay Bhatia ji walked into the auditorium of Shipping Corporation of India, and I was just watching what's going on. He had still not been relieved from his other assignment. So he was actually handling two things, and this was quite a challenging thing because this was a national event plus with a lot of international dignitaries coming in. So it was like showcasing India in the right perspective. So you've heard what Mr. Dey said, but that time I think as a director of finance and too new into the industry, I tried to approach Mr. Sanjay Bhatia ji, but somehow I think it just went in vain and I couldn't connect with him in any real manner. My next opportunity came with Vision 2030 when I was working with Sanjay Bhatia ji as part of his team. And that is the time when, of course, he had caught my eye when I saw him working in the Maritime India Summit. But I could get to know him more closely during the Vision 2030. The amount of effort which he was putting in actually left me amazed when I came to know that he was due for retirement. The way he was working, the passion with which he was working, the type of follow-ups he was doing, I think the maximum number of Vision 2030 meetings took place under the leadership of Sanjay Bhatia ji. I was a member of many groups, but the maximum meetings he personally chaired, he would personally go through. So the eye for detail, tremendous. He would go into every point. So it was not the type that you do a tick box. You've done a meeting, you've done your job, you're creating documentation that you doing your work. No, he was genuinely doing the work. He went into depth and it was so impressive. And he is very patient to listen to suggestions. So no matter who it is, he would patiently listen to everybody. He would never snub regardless of the position. And he would then take on the suggestion from there and try and act upon it So that was the time when I actually started interacting with Mr. Sanjay Bhatia ji, and I felt, oh wow, now I've got the platform where I'm getting in touch with a person from whom I can learn. Because I am a person who's a very avid learner, and I keep watching and I keep trying to learn. And then somebody told me that he is going to retire. And I was like, oh my God. When we were working on Vision 2030, Mr. Gautam, they talked about Sanjay Bhatia as the invisible hand. I would say I saw an iron fist in a velvet glove. That is the perfect way in which I would like to describe Sanjay Bhatia ji. Very firm, very determined, but so gentle on the exterior, very soft spoken, very gentle, never offending anybody, never snubbing anybody, but very determined to get his work. That's, sir, an amazing quality of yours, which I was actually thinking I'm going to imbibe if I stay in close touch with you, because patience when you are under stress and being able to still deliver without losing your cool is an amazing quality. We all at leadership levels are under tremendous stress, but I've never seen Mr. Bhatia losing his cool, and he manages to achieve his targets as well. So, sir, I was still a novice trying to learn from you, and I suppose my teacher should not be abandoning a good student. That's the way I would look at Sanjay Bhatia ji going forward. And I presume I'll get more opportunities to be able to learn from such a good teacher. Second point about Sanjay Bhatia ji, which strikes you, is a person who, like I said, it's not a tick box. He does it genuinely. Second thing which was very impressive was he's a leader who leads from the front. His going when he is actually in that bracket of being in that COVID sensitive age bracket, which I came to know later, of course, he went to the hospital, MBPT COVID hospital, personally to look up all the patients, to motivate all the doctors and the staff, nurses over there, which I think you cannot find a better example of leading from the front despite the risk. COVID today is such an invisible risk that you tell anybody consciously, nobody wants to take that risk. And here is a gentleman who's just on the verge of his retirement, who's got no stakes actually, who need not have done it. But there he is, he went into the hospital and talked to people. I saw the entire episode. He's standing by the patients, next to the, talking to the doctors. So that was another very, very amazing thing. And if you link up these two things that I've told you about, his calmness but determination to get the work done and his ability to take on such type of risks, brings to the third major quality which I observed about Sanjay Bhatia ji, and that is meditation. And that was the time when, sir, I felt, I would still call you sir because I still consider you to be a teacher for me. That's my respect and regard for you, sir. So that is the time when I realized that the strength of meditation could bring about these two things, which he actually preaches when he is doing the meditation sessions and when he tries to tell you that it can transform an individual. And he's himself been very openly, unhesitatingly been talking about his journey when he was not into meditation and when he got into meditation. So, sir, that was the third thing which was magnetic about you, where I felt that I could benefit, considering that we are always under stress and we need to achieve our but firm in your targets. So these were the three very strong qualities about Sanjay Bhatia ji, which I saw because my association, frankly, at a very close level with him was just about last 3 months, not more than that. So I think I've been the loser in this and I hope I'll be able to make it up soon. Thank you very much. Thank you, CMMI, for this wonderful platform. And CMMI, yes, I am a great supporter of CMMI. And I wish, had I not been a finance professional, I would have been qualified to be an engineer. That was one of my passions, and maybe that's the reason I am a little attached to CMMA. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, madam. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot, Madam Joshi ji. Thank you very much for those kind words. And thanks for sharing the professional qualities of Shri Sanjay Bhatia. Now we have coming up Shri Sanjay Sethi, former chairman of JNPT. He has now taken over as the chairman of...
Sorry, I am very much the chairman of JNPT. I am only holding the additional charge of MBPT.
Additional charge of Mumbai Port Trust. Well, the bar has been set high.
I'm not former of JNPT. That's what I want to clarify.
Sorry. Okay. You are still in charge of JNPT, but also looking at Mumbai Port Trust. Sri Sethi is a IAS officer of Maharashtra Cadre 1992 batch. He was the additional municipal commissioner projects for the Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai. He has held several key positions in the administration in the past. He has been entrusted with the responsibility of mega projects like Mumbai Metro, the Coastal Road, urban projects of water supply and sewerage, to name a few. Again, closely associated with Sri Sanjay Bhatia, sir, we would like to request you to let us know a few more qualities and your association with Sanjay Bhatia ji.
Thank you very much. Very good evening to you all. I think my association with Bhatia sir is probably the longest here. I first met him in 1993. That is the time when I, in fact, came to Maharashtra. That's the year when we are sent for district training. And district training is where you go to a certain district and you basically are learning, but you're also given certain independent charges. Mr. Bhatia was the CEO of Jila Parishad there. A lot of you who know and understand Maharashtra, you know, there are these two important postings in the district. One is the district collector and the other is the CEO of Jila Parishad, who looks at the rural administration. So probably the first or the second day whenever I met him, the first thing he says is, all right, so come home for dinner or lunch or something. So from then on, again in a public platform, I'm saying this, sir, that I think after that for 1 full year I was a guest at his house. I think I don't know how many lunches and dinners there. I was of course a bachelor at that time, and sir's large-heartedness, the kind of connect we probably built since that time, I think it has remained till now. He remains a friend, philosopher, guide since that day. From then on, maybe there have been years also, maybe when he was posted in Delhi, that we probably didn't meet so often, but we were always in touch for some reason or the other. And it's I was even saying it at his official farewell that it's quite a coincidence that I started my career with him, and when it is his last posting, so there again we were together working in these two ports together, in fact as colleagues, because though he's 7 years senior to me, and here we got a chance again to work very closely when he was retiring. And in fact, even though I'm only holding this additional charge, but this is also quite a thing that I took over from him as Mumbai Port Trust chairman. So you know, those memories of working together are quite a few. A lot of his professional achievements were highlighted here. Mrs. Joshi also talked about a lot of his what do you call working style traits or certain characteristics that are noticeable to all. There, of course, one thing that I think a lot of us try and do, and which is very important, is about contradiction or conflict management. Because one thing that we all know is that it's especially in the government ecosystem, most of the time what you're doing is conflict management, and there is a contradiction and a conflict almost at every stage. So when we are discussing that he was maintaining his passion, enthusiasm till the last date, he was making a presentation on the last day with probably or maybe even more a higher degree of enthusiasm. Basically, even while knowing, I mean, it's not as if we don't know that a lot of those outcomes are uncertain. A lot of those outcomes require a lot of what do you call bureaucracy. I mean, we use the word bureaucrat in a certain way, but I suppose the word bureaucracy by itself means that there is a process orientation. But despite that, and the general, for the outsider, the general ecosystem of the government is not just dull and boring. It also means that, there is a lot of negative energy. So to counter that with a lot of positive energy, to be able to maintain that conflict, to be able to resolve it to a bigger extent, to at least try and minimize that conflict. I think that is the big part. These are the learnings I'm talking about. Basically, since in all respects, he's my guru. So I'm just trying to say that how and what I learned. So this is one big one. On the second, this thing, when we all say that, we used to have these long, he was also holding this charge of the chairman of IPA. So we used to have these long meetings on, let's say, land policy and a lot of other issues. So not once would he lose his calm, what is being talked about again and again. And as they say, that this is also a big quality of intellect, to be able to entertain all kinds of ideas without being completely influenced by them. It was not as if he was being influenced by them totally, but in a very clever way, let's put it like this. He would entertain those ideas, but but would be very clear what normally he wanted to say or promote, and also most of the time get away with this, sir, if I can use this word. so he would always do that. But that, again, that was also a contradiction or a conflict management, when you have to sort of, again, get into a lot of aspects, but then also come up with something which is concrete, which has an outcome orientation. And most importantly, then at a completely different level, the same, you may not call it a contradiction, but the work-life balance. I mean, if whenever he's talking about his career issues, now a post-retirement life, I think the issues related to family, what all is in the family. In fact, he is such a big family man, and even when I've had some kind of chats which are personal in nature, or which are informal, there also what I feel is that there is this huge family man in him, which helps him to do this work-life balance in that sense. And when we say the life part, that meditation and everything has also entered in his life at that stage. So the most important quality, I would say is this ability to manage conflicts, contradictions, and remain on top, so to say. Sir, I'm very sure that we will keep in touch, because in the government, when you say because of professional reasons, whatever, after that people lose touch. But I am very sure that I'm also not going to leave you so easily. So you should always be ready that I will somehow manage to catch you somewhere, wherever you are. Thank you very much, sir, and I wish you all the best. I thank the organizers once again to have given me this opportunity.
Thank you very much, Sanjay Sethi. Yes, I'm sure he must have been, like you said, a friend, philosopher, and a guide to many of his colleagues and subordinates. So with that, we come to Mr. Amitabh Kumar. Does he need an introduction? Well, Director General of Shipping.
No, forget about it.
A little bit, sir, a little bit. What I would like to mention, not about your qualifications, but the kind of landmark decisions you have taken in this current pandemic, making India the first country to carry out crew changes at this scale, and using charter flights, diverting ships to India making path-breaking SOPs. I mean, you name it. This has really set the standards, not only in India or Asia, but the world. So with that, may I present to you Mr. Amitabh Kumar, Director General of Shipping. Thank you.
I would first like to thank CMMI and IMEI for organizing this event. Sanjay Bhatia, sir, I would not call it an event to celebrate your retirement. This is an event to celebrate 35 odd years of service that you have rendered in IAS, and mostly the almost 5 years that you have spent in maritime fraternity. The fact that a couple of months of your presence in DMET has created so much of impact on the shipping fraternity, and the entire shipping fraternity remembers you because of your presence in DMET speaks volumes of your personality. And the fact that you are in touch with all your batchmates from DMET, and I have been hearing it from scores of people as to how you have been in touch with them, you interact with them, and you look after them, speaks volumes of your personality. When you think of Mr. Sanjay Bhatia, you think of two main characteristics of a man with passion and a man with compassion. When you see his work, you see the kind of passion he puts in his work, and all the achievements that the speakers before me have listed out. And I'm sure that is not the entire list, but it is a substantial list, speaks of the man who has put passion in his work. He doesn't talk of things just for the heck of it. If he picks up a subject, it means he believes in it and he wants to deliver something on that issue. Two of the most important contributions that the maritime fraternity will remember for decades would be, of course, his contribution to cruise shipping in India, to bring India in the cruise map of the world. The several projects, of course, that he has taken on the Eastern Front, and once the Eastern Front of Bombay, takes shape as per his vision. And the second is during his tenure as chairman of IPA, the Port Community Network. These are the two path-breaking initiatives which is going to put India in the world map of shipping in days to come. And this kind of work requires a lot of vision, a lot of passion, foresightedness, and the will to contribute. And Sanjay Bhatia Sahab has all of this in plenty. We all have seen in last few years the kind of interest he takes in small matters, big matters, and matters where he feels he can make a change, he can contribute. And I fully agree with Mr. Gautam Dey when he says that the most important tool that he had was a phone call. And his phone call was always taken very seriously by everyone. especially I can talk about myself. I would always put a lot of weight on his phone calls and would give the issue a very serious thought. And almost always you would agree with what he said in a minute or a few seconds, or maybe even a WhatsApp message. That was enough to take a big decision, because every word was very, very well thought of when he spoke to you. He had already considered the pros and cons and taken a call that the thing needed to be done. As a man, of course, he was driven by compassion. And as Sanjay Sethi mentioned, a true friend, philosopher, and guide, not necessarily for his very close friends, even for those who were acquaintance. He was, and he is, I should not be talking in past tense, he is a true friend, philosopher, and guide. You can discuss your personal issues, you can discuss your official issues, and you can discuss anything under the sun with him. And he would be open to new ideas, and he would be open to share his views on issues not necessarily directly related to him. And each and every word that he would say would help you arrive at a solution that you have been looking for or you have been struggling with. From shipping industry, I would like to say that there is generally a gap between the port side and the shipping side, and the two sides are a little shy of interacting with each other. Mr. Sanjay Bhatia was one person who bridged this gap effectively, and today's function is a clear stamp of approval from the shipping side of the contributions that he has made, not only to the port sector, but also to the shipping sector. And this COVID-19, a lot of credit, of course, has been given to me for every thing that has been done to the crew. But the fact is that this SOP, which became a landmark SOP and which has been followed virtually by all countries in the world with little variations here and there, and was the base document even for the IMO when they came up with their SOP about a month later than ours, was a combined effort of the shipping sector and the port sector. And this SOP was run through by Mr. Sanjay Bhatia as chairman IPA. And I remember we had a meeting at his conference room where we discussed it in details with each and every person in the port. And that is what gave acceptability to this SOP amongst each and every stakeholder in the maritime community. And we kept hearing, because ships kept inquiring from port to port, and we kept hearing from them that finally they would decide to come to Mumbai, because the faith that they had in the chairman that the things would go smoothly once they come to Mumbai. And some ships which were not even scheduled to come to Mumbai came just for crew change, despite the fact that it was not the nearest port in India where the crew change could have happened. And the figures themselves suggest that Mumbai managed to get 12,000 crew, whereas the nearest rival got around 3,000. And Mumbai, of course, was not in the route of those ships where the crew change took place. And this was possible because of his compassion for the people, his humane nature, his apathy. And the entire shipping fraternity is extremely grateful for what you have done for them. And they will remember your contribution for a long time, for days to come. From our office side, I must say, 1 week before his retirement, I finally send him a WhatsApp that before your retirement, you should at least approve Jahaj Bhavan. And I'm glad to inform everyone that before he demitted his office, the approvals for Jahaj Bhavan, construction of building of new Jahaj Bhavan has been approved. And I'm sure when it is finally inaugurated, he will be there to inaugurate the new building. I have no doubt in my mind that the government is not going to let go of an officer like Mr. Sanjay Bhatia very easily. And with his kind of experience and contribution in maritime sector, I hope that his second inning will also be in maritime sector, where he can contribute more in terms of vision, in terms of his mission, and in terms of the ideas that he has floated during his tenure in this sector. I wish him all the best, and I wish all the best to his family, Anuradha Madam, the children, grandchildren, and I hope we will have more close interactions with him in days to come. Wish him all the best again. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Amitabh. Thanks a lot. We are slightly behind schedule, but in spite of that, we have a special request. So I'm going to invite, of course, with the permission of Mr. Uday Purohit, the president of IME, and Captain B.K. Jha, master of Samai. I'm going to invite Abdul Ghani Sarang only for 2 minutes, please. Organizers, can you please unmute Mr. Abdul Ghani Sarang?
Thank you so much, and I'm really honored. Since I represent the seafarers, and Sanjay Bhatia Sahab has been a well-wisher of seafarers, and it was mentioned that he has left his footprints, and I'm sure Mr. Sanjay Sethi will leave his own footprints. So we are from one Sanjay to another Sanjay, and Sanjay means victory. मैं जब भी स्कूल में था, जब भी मैंने 6वीं या 7वीं में मैंने पढ़ा था, लेसन था कल्प वृक्ष. मुझे जब भी उसका ध्यान नहीं हुआ कल्प वृक्ष क्या कहते हैं, किसको कहते हैं. इट वाज अ कोकोनट ट्री जो सब कुछ न्योछावर करती है. एवरी पार्ट ऑफ अ कोकोनट ट्री इज हेल्पफुल. मगर आज मुझे इतने सालों के बाद पता चला कल्प वृक्ष क्या. उस पर मैंने 2 लाइन बनाई है कि संजय भाटिया जैसे लोग हमारे बीच बहुत कम आते हैं. संजय भाटिया जैसे लोग हमारे बीच बहुत कम आते हैं. ये तो वो है जो मेडिटेशन से घर बैठे बैठे हमें हिमालय ले जाते हैं. मेडिटेशन इनका मंत्र है, सालों से जबरदस्त करते हैं. टाइम इसका फिक्स है, मंत्री भी इसके हिसाब से मीटिंग को एडजस्ट करते हैं. दिल के साफ, ऊंचे आदर्श, ऊंची सोच, मगर साधारण है इनकी पसंद. कैरिस्मेटिक है, इनके एंट्री में ही आती है अपनायत और एक्शन की सुगंध. इनके मार्गदर्शन में नूसी ने कई काम बजाए. अब ये काम बजाए तो बंबई की स्टाइल है बोलने की, काम बजा दिया उसने. इनके मार्गदर्शन में नूसी ने कई काम बजाए हैं. इनके शुभ हाथों से नूसी श्वास, नूसी सवारी, नूसी सोलर और अन्य प्रोग्राम हम लाए हैं. पूरी उम्मीद है कि इनसे फ्यूचर में भी होगी मुठभेड़, क्योंकि देना इनकी आदत है. जैसे हो कोई कल्प वृक्ष पेड़. Thank you, Sanjay Bhatia sir, And we are really honored that आपके साथ हमारा एक सहयोग, हमारा एक तालमेल बहुत जबरदस्त हुआ. Thank you from the seafarer. Thank you the organizer also.
Thank you, Ganesh sir. Thank you. And friends, now comes the moment we have all been waiting for, the felicitation of Shri Sanjay Bhatia. And to do the honors, I would request Captain Basin, Secretary General CMMI, to please take over.
Thank you, Captain Pradhan. And even Shri Sanjay Bhatia ji, distinguished dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen. Before I take you up with the felicitation function, I must tell you, please stay on because we are going to show some videos. And before that, I will just introduce Mr. Sanjay Bhatia ji, though the speakers have spoken so graciously, so nicely about him. And here I read out, Shri Sanjay Bhatia ji, ex-chairman of Mumbai Port Trust, is a mechanical engineer and an MBA from Southern Cross University, Australia. He is a Maharashtra cadre IAS officer of 1985 batch in the rank of Chief Secretary of the State and Secretary in the Government of India. He has 35 years of experience in serving at various senior levels in Government of India and Government of Maharashtra. He was Chairman Mumbai Port Trust, Chairman Indian Port Association. He is participator teacher of heartfulness meditation and has been practicing meditation for the last 20 years. He has held number of important portfolios like Vice Chairman and Managing Director of CITCO, Development of New Towns, Airports, Metro, Commissioner, Sale Tax, Chairman, Maharashtra State Electricity Board, etc. And in all these lines, he has brought transparency, reforms in management, and HR development for these organizations. He has used his meditation techniques and developed this thing with a passion and compassion. Few of the areas I will speak, I have shortened his CV, but I will speak few. Contributed towards the development of sea transport and sea tourism services, development of international and domestic cruise services from Mumbai port. Development of the cruise business is leading to a major value addition in India's economy. Development of Kanoji Angre Island as a sea tourism destination. Development of 1 kilometer waterfront as sea transport and sea tourism hub. Expected with the completion of 21 crore works in progress. Development of domestic cruise terminal and international cruise terminal. Development of RoPax terminal. Development of 300-yard marina at Mumbai. Conceptualized high-tech city along the eastern waterfront of Mumbai. He also made valuable contribution in MSc DCL, then as a cabinet minister of chemical and fertilizers, environment and forest, as a chief administrator, New Town City, as assistant collector, SDM, Kolhapur. He has published various papers, to mention few, public and private sector participation in new town development, which is highly recognized. Restructuring of electricity, Navi Mumbai Airport Influence Notified Areas, NAINA project on PPP basis, and the Lal Bahadur Shastri National Academy of Administration. He is an avid administrator and humble to the core. This readout is not enough. So before I invite Mr. Sanjay Bhatia, we would like to show one video for the Mumbai Port Trust. Keetan, can you just show the video, please?
Yes, sir.
Mumbai, a modern megapolis, the financial capital of India. Despite its financial splendor, the city is grappling with massive challenges related to overburdened transportation, lack of open spaces, and cultural hubs. On the eastern seafront, Mumbai Port Trust owns 811 hectares of land. Mumbai Port handles 16 million metric tons of cargo, with a revenue generation of Rs 1600 crore, providing large-scale employment through trading and allied activities. With a vision to realize the potential of Mumbai as a tourism port, Mumbai Port Trust is developing a state-of-the-art international cruise terminal. Presently, 2 lakh cruise passengers visit Mumbai every year. The long-term potential is 3.2 billion passengers, Rs 29,000 crore addition to economy, and employment generation for about 2 lakh persons. Several international and Indian cruise liners such as Costa, Norwegian cruise liner and Jalesh are set to make Mumbai as home port. Mumbai Port Trust has developed a kilometer-long waterfront tourism hub near Ferry Wharf that will also be a water transportation hub for the city of Mumbai. The domestic cruise terminal has already started its cruise services between Mumbai and Goa. Catamarans and water taxis will soon take the tourists to places like Kanoji Angre Island, Karanja, Manwa, Elephanta, Vashi, Nerul, Belapur and Navi Mumbai International Airport. To meet the needs of Mumbai city and unlock the land potential, Mumbai Port Trust has been appointed as Special Planning Authority, that is SPA, by the Government of Maharashtra to develop a master plan for an area of 966 hectares, covering land parcels from Kolaba to Vadala. Of this, 811 hectares of land is owned by Mumbai Port Trust. Under the redevelopment plan, an area of 253 hectares has been chosen for redevelopment. About two-thirds area, which is 558 hectares, will mostly remain untouched. To counter the tough challenge of flooding during heavy rains, a detailed master plan for storm water drainage is proposed for the area to be redeveloped. The spectacular lake inside the central garden will also act as advanced storm water collection and disposal system. Another unique feature of the 253-hectare redevelopment plan is a fascinating 11-kilometer sea-facing promenade, more than double the length of Marine Drive, starting from the Eco Park in the north, passing over the expansive greens, followed by tourism piers. The plan is designed to provide a holistic experience to Mumbaikars and tourists. Themed streets based on literature, Maharashtra, Bollywood, maritime and museum will add to the experience. 2 piers will be developed for tourists, 1 for yoga and meditation and 1 for art and culture. Combining heritage with adventure, a spectacular ropeway over the sea will take the tourists to the World Heritage Site of Elephanta Caves. Under the redevelopment plan, an area of 253 hectares has been chosen for redevelopment. About two-thirds area, which is 558 hectares, will mostly remain untouched. Mumbai Port Trust considers it a unique opportunity to develop transit-oriented development zone to reduce vehicular travel, congestion and pollution by offering an integrated public-friendly modern transportation system. There will be south-north connectivity through metro rail, Eastern Freeway, CST Panvel fast rail corridor, water taxis to Navi Mumbai and Manwa and Mumbai Trans-Harbour link. Mumbai Port Trust is all set to bring a whiff of fresh air for the people of Mumbai.
So you can see what various speakers have spoken about his initiatives and what is future to come. Ladies and gentlemen, recently we visited his home for the facilitation, and I would request Kirtan to please play that present PPT. This is a visit to his house. Along with me, Mr. Upinder Kamam from IMEI and Captain Vivek Bandarker. And when you go to his house, You cannot miss heartfulness meditation. He specially took us to a place and he said it is known as ashram, where he has made a space for the people every week for the meditation at his home. Lovely home. And here the CMMI and MEI facilitating Shri Sanjay Bhatia ji. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Shri Bhatia sir, before I invite you, I have one more video. And this video is made by the family. His proud daughters, Asta and Sargam. They have made a video depicting various throughout his career, and there are a lot of family photographs, his younger days. So, Kirtan, can you please put that video on? Thank you, sir. May I humbly invite Shri Sanjay Bhatia ji to please share his views and address the audience. Sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much, CMMI and IMEI. I don't know. I have almost no words to express this long session which has been going on. In fact, my dear friend Sanjay Sethi will remember that last time when the minister said that they will, for the ports, they are organizing a farewell. I said, let's, instead of the farewell speeches, let's do a meditation. Of course, the minister didn't agree and we had a long session. But this one has turned out to be even longer. Thank you, everyone, and thank you for your kind words. I don't know how to express myself now. This whole thing, it's been a 35 years of exhilarating experience. I've made friends everywhere. I have had teams which have worked with me. I have had bosses who have supported me. In fact, I think Sanjay Sethi was a little worried because that video which you just saw, the second part of that video, which my daughter made, had a speech by Sanjay Sethi and some of my batchmates. That was another half an hour. So we didn't put that in. But I must say that it's because of my friends, my team members, and my bosses that this 35 years have been a very, very successful and very fruitful experience. When this whole thing was ending, in the beginning, I didn't realize for about a month back, when this whole thing, when the retirement is coming, then what are you going to do next? This question started completely, and one option before me, which was completely my passion, was I would go fully into 100% into meditation and spirituality. But 2-3 of my friends have dissuaded me. But there's a balance now. There's 60% of my friends say that now leave everything and go for your passion, and 40% of my friends, which includes, and my bosses, which includes our present minister, says that मेडिटेशन के साथ कर्म करना जरूरी है, तो कर्म तो करना ही पड़ेगा. तो ये डिलेमा काफी देर से चल रहा है. तो मुझे लगता है कि कर्म थोड़ा बहुत करना ही पड़ेगा इस लाइफ में और आगे, जितनी भी पैशन दूसरी तरफ हो. जैसे मैं, the way I have been telling in my TED talk and meditation talks, it's because of meditation that my life completely changed. Thankfully, Sanjay Sethi did not describe that part. He had seen Sanjay 1 and he has seen Sanjay 2. The one before meditation and one after meditation also. I was a very, very aggressive person. Yes, always a very, very competitive person. But that whole personality changed after the meditation came. And I must thank all of you, especially Gautam. Gautam Day, I didn't know you were such a speaker. For 4 years, where did you hide? I should have put you in front of the camera every time when there were speeches coming. But for Mumbai Port, I think it's more of a team. I had absolutely no idea and know what a port is, except my DMET stint at that time, and what shipping does, what port does. And this is my team members who taught me. One of them is Gautam Day. Other chairmen like Sanjay Sethi. There are various other officers also who have guided, like Rajiv Kumar, who was the secretary, our present secretary, Gopala Krishna, which slowly one learns the subject, and we were able to do a lot of things. In Mumbai port, I want to specifically name a few officers here who I have trusted and who have really helped me take everything forward. One is Mr. Rathod. Second, of course, Gautam Day. Then Captain Karkare, Captain Chand, Captain Kohli, Mr. Nath, who's now Deputy Chairman, Mr. Bose. So there are many others also in the team, which I'm not naming. My CMO, not naming right now, but I think it was a very good family atmosphere in the port. When I joined, there was a general atmosphere of a dying port. That this port is going to today or tomorrow, because JNPT has come, today or tomorrow it is going to wither away. But then from the team itself, these bright ideas came. We studied all the major ports which were there in foreign countries like Barcelona, Miami, and realized that we need to go in for cruises. So shifted direction along with keeping our cargo profile. Still, we are among the third and fourth in the major ports. Went towards cruises, water transport, and utilization of the land, which you just saw. That's a beautiful vision which my team has prepared, and I'm hopeful, and I pray to God that this vision comes into play, because it will completely change Mumbai if that vision gets materialized. There is tremendous support for that from both from Government of Maharashtra and from Government of India, and I'm sure one day it will happen. We had success in cruises from almost zero. First year we got 40 in 2017-18, and last year, just before COVID, it was 221 ships which came to Mumbai port. Even the stint in this, I must tell the audience here that even the stint in Kandla was a great learning experience. I was given the additional charge of Kandla. I thought it will be for 15 days or 20 days before a new chairman joins. Sanjay Sethi, that's a signal for you. I thought it was for 15 days or something. It lasted for 1 year, 1 full year. I was also holding charge of Kandla, but a great learning experience because it was a different port. So that is how I was able to probably combine the learnings of Mumbai port and Kandla, and in IPA, when we had these manthans. I don't know whether everyone knows that because of our minister, we have been having once in 2 months, there are manthans on various issues. All the chairmen sit down together and brainstorm as to what are the solutions. And part of that is that Vision 2030, which is presently being made, where Mr. Joshi, Sanjay Sethi, all of us were either chairing or we were meeting the stakeholders and finding solutions. So overall, a great experience. I must thank all of you. The other day when I met the minister, I said, I have probably, my team has probably created 3 new babies, and they need to be taken forward. And I took a promise from him. And I'll tell you what are those 3 babies. One, of course, is the cruise business. The cruise business was not there at all, and we were able to reach this level. And of course, there is infinite possibilities still. Second is this computerization and that national logistics portal, which will also change all exchange of information between all the stakeholders from PCS to NLP. So this was the second. And third was the new Portland policy and the new township policy. So these are the 3 things I requested the minister, and he says, मैं promise करता हूँ ये तीनों आगे जाएंगे. So I was very happy कि ये तीनों आगे जा रहे हैं, तीनों चीजें you feel like, and मुझे ये भी बोले कि बाद में जब तुम कुछ साल के बाद देखोगे तुम्हारा ये सब विजन आगे पूरा हो चुका होगा, तो you will feel so happy. That's felt very, very grateful. I don't have anything else to say except to thank everyone. I understand my good friend Jagmeet Makkad is also here. My classmates from DMET are here. Thank you everyone for this 35 years plus journey which I have gone through. The main lesson which I have learned in my life is that one needs to do meditation, one needs to go inside, and only then the real purpose of life starts becoming clearer and clearer. I request all those who are listening to me, please, if you have not yet started meditation, please start meditation. It had changed my life completely. It took a new direction, fully a new direction. And anybody who's been doing it sincerely, going inside instead of only being outside. So thank you very much, CMMI, IMEI. Thank you, Hajra ji, Captain Pradhan, Captain Basin, Mrs. Joshi, Janendra Singh ji, Captain Jha, Captain Bandarker, for organizing this event for me. I'm grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Before I hand over to Captain Mr. Vijay Jain, President of IMEI Mumbai, I just want to say, while you were talking, a lot of comments came, which we mentioned when we visited your home. And the comments were from your younger day photos, you could have been successful Bollywood actor too. And I would add, even now also, sir. Other thing, in our function, in our this event, we are not talking about retirement. We are saying inning next. And even your daughters, the wonderful, the way they have made that video, it is so heartwarming. They also wrote in the end, inning next. So we wish you all the best, sir, for your inning next. Because we need you. The government of India, the people of India need you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
May I invite Chairman of Mumbai, Shri Vijay Jain, for the vote of thanks, sir.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am greatly humbled for being given this honor, and it's my proud privilege to propose this vote of thanks on behalf of the Company of the Master Mariners of India and the Institute of Marine Engineers, India. In a function such as this, I suppose the only vote of thanks should be for SHRI Sanjay Bhatia for his lifetime selfless service to our country in general and the shipping industry in particular. But that I am sure is a repetition of what each speaker who has preceded me has said. On behalf of the CMMI and IMEI, we specially wish to individually thank Captain Bandarker of Bandarker Publications, Mr. Gautam B.K, Business Head of Mumbai Port Trust, Mrs. H.K. Joshi, CMD of the Shipping Corporation of India, Mr. Sanjay Sethi, Chairman, Mumbai Port Trust, and Mr. Amitabh Kumar, DG Shipping, for taking time off their busy schedules and readily agreeing to join us for honoring and felicitating Mr. Sanjay Bhatia. Our thanks to HIMT for the Zoom link and the backend support provided by them to enable registration and smooth flow of the event. Thank you, Sailor Today and Bandarker Publications for live streaming and the other support to make this possible. Lastly, thank you to the media houses, Marek, Seajob, Bandarker Shipping News, Sailor Today, Sagar Sandesh, and Maritime Destination for covering our events and providing the very essential publicity. Thank you all. Thanks very much for being here. I now hand over back to Captain Pradhan to close the proceedings.
Every good event has to come to an end. So as they say, so though our today's event has come to its conclusion, the story continues. With that, goodbye. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Organizer, you may unmute people so they can wish our chief guest. You can unmute everybody.
And also, Kirtan, can you give the high tea?
Yes. Once again, I wish all the very best to Mr. Sanjay Bhatia for his next assignment, whatever it is. And I also hope, like many others, that he remains associated with the maritime sector. If I may say so, maritime sector is a very, very close-knit unit. And that's why we have people like Mike and Danny who have said that they have remained associated with maritime fraternity much more than any other industry or any other ministry they have served. So we do hope Sanjay Bhatia also remains associated with us for a very, very long period. Thank you, Sanjay, for joining us, and wish you all the best. God bless.
बार बार हाई टी ऐसा वर्चुअल हाई टी आप लोग देते हैं, कोई दिन हम लोग इसका बदला लेंगे आप लोगों से। हाँ, खाली दिखा दे हाई टी, समोसा और चाय। ये दिस इज द थर्ड टाइम यू गाइस आर डूइंग हाई टी लाइक दिस टू अस।
Ganesh Herring ji, I am waiting for my Eid biryani from you.
Yes, yes sir.
No, but if
वो मैं एक्चुअल दूंगा, हाई टी में नहीं दूंगा, वैसा वर्चुअल में नहीं दूंगा, एक्चुअल दूंगा वो।
No, but if you have visited, MSc office, you can never, default Mahendra Bhasin. He lays down so much before you as high tea, snacks,
definitely.
everything.
Yes.
He's a very, very generous host.
तो लॉकडाउन चल रहा है, उसमें ऐसे ऐसे गरम गरम समोसे दिख रहे हैं और स्नैक्स दिख रहे हैं। Thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we thank everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Basim. Thank you very much, Basim.
Thank you. Best wishes
Thank you,
for
sir.
Mr.
Danny,
Sethi.
thank you very much for a special appearance.
स्पेशल थैंक्स टू सारंग जी जिन्होंने इतनी अच्छी कविता बोली।
सर जो भी बोला दिल से बोला सर, आप है कल्प वृक्ष है सर, कल्प वृक्ष। थैंक यू
Sir, I wish to meet you soon sometime.
Thank you very much, Bhatia ji.
Thank you, Amitabh. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Sanjay. All the best.
Yeah, Jagmeet, bye.
संजीव वकील, thanks for hosting.
ये अब्दुल गानी साहब ने कविता सुनाई है, एक 4 लाइन की मैं सुना दूं?
हाँ सुनाओ सर, आपका हिंदी में देखा।
जगमीत जी, आपका तो पहला हक है। So the other day, Sanjay Bhatia ji told me how both of you traveled from Chandigarh way back to DMET to join.
चलिए,
आपका तो पहला हक है।
हाँ, महेंद्र, कविता का शीर्षक है यदि मेरा हृदय संजय सा हो जाए।
हाँ, क्या बात।
अब्दुल गानी साहब, आपको याद है हमारी कविताओं का जो आदान प्रदान होता था पार्टीज में?
यस सर।
स्नेह के हों महकते पुष्प, स्नेह के हों महकते पुष्प, कोमलता की डालियों पर, आशाओं के हों बढ़ते वृक्ष, लगन जड़ों पर निर्भर, सफलता के हों स्वादिष्ट फल, सफलता के हों स्वादिष्ट फल, नम्रता की शाखाओं पर, आतिथ्य का बहे पवन, द ब्रीज ऑफ हॉस्पिटैलिटी, आतिथ्य का बहे पवन, निरपेक्षता के सतल पर, ऑन द ग्राउंड ऑफ सेक्युलरिज्म, आतिथ्य का बहे पवन, निरपेक्षता के सतल पर, मायूसियों की क्रूर पतझड़, मायूसियों की क्रूर पतझड़, प्रवेश निषेध पढ़कर उल्टे पांव वापस हो जाए, यदि मेरा हृदय संजय सा हो जाए, यदि मेरा हृदय संजय सा हो जाए।
Very nice.
क्या बात है, क्या बात है।
Very nice, very nice.
बहुत क्लिष्ट हिंदी की।
हाँ, and pronunciation also.
Yes, बहुत क्लिष्ट हिंदी।
सर, राजस्थानी सरदार हूँ, हिंदी तो पढ़ी नहीं, सिर्फ संस्कृत ही पढ़ी है 12वीं तक।
क्या बात।
बड़ी बोली की हिंदी है, बहुत अच्छी।